right back into our final wave here of elite, teen, and young adults. Starting out the same place that every other contestant has started out so far in the monkey space, having to knock over that black block. Last wave, we actually saw a few people fail this obstacle, and really hoping for our teen and elite not to follow suit with that. Coming in and around up to the skateboard again, I believe for these guys, they're not going to be allowed to touch the block. I might be wrong on that. Let's see how Gavin does it. No, okay, they can use their hands on the top of the block. All right.
They have to land on that landing pad, which is moved a little bit further out, so they need to be precise in their landing.
Extremely. Yeah, that platform has been shrunk a little bit, and as John said, moved out just a small bit. It is a completely blind jump, however, so the ninjas are, during their walkthrough portion, really got to take note of where that pad is, so they're not actually going to go off to the side. The balance is completely unchanged, except for the black blocks are always completely off. As Gavin's showing, going through this extremely quickly right now.
Yeah, back to that skateboard, I think they want to make sure they have enough power, but not too much power. If they have too much power, I think they're going to overshoot it.
Exactly.
And go off that mat and or stumble into the balance obstacle.
And the vault block right there is a really good addition to really help them steady themselves and make sure their power isn't unchecked.
Notice that transition from the upper wooden balance beam to the metal pipe below. You need to be careful on that transition. It's about it's a 2-foot drop.
Right, coming over here now to our third obstacle. I believe, or sorry, fourth obstacle, the cliff adventure. This is a little bit harder now, as he's going to show us. The platform is just a little farther back. Just explaining it very briefly to all of our competitors. Coming right up. Hopefully we can get just a little higher on the droid cam. There we go. Now, we saw earlier that the lobster claws were being used on the dragon teeth. That will be the same for teen. However, our young adults and elites are also going to have to be using the batarang that we also saw earlier. So that's going to be very hard for them, but I believe most of them will be able to do it as they've had much practice on the batarang. We'll see Gavin demonstrate this real quick. Just kind of popping all the way down. Accidentally falls, goes a little too far out, but just pops them down just like that, showing the competitors exactly what they want to do. I do believe that he's also going to show the batarang. Maybe not.
Oh, he's looking for the batarang.
Oh, he's looking for it. There it is. All right. So he's just going to show how the batarang works.
So that's going to require sort of a precise grab from the corner of the cliffhangers, which you see right in front of you.
Correct. So you're going to watch as he comes right over from the cliffhanger, getting both his hands on both sides of it. Same time, very simple, and just popping up and down, just like that.
It's simple if you have a high-skilled ninja. It's
Exactly.
very difficult for mere mortals. So just remember that for those watching online, what you're seeing. In fact, you just saw Gavin take a tumble on the lobster claw. So any of these obstacles, a little movement here, there, you can be on the, with your back onto the mat. So Gavin is now explaining the flying bar obstacle. Doesn't look like there's any modification. You go from the trapeze bar, swing to that first flying bar that you see in the cradle. And there's also let's see. Well, let's watch him demonstrate. Okay, right there's the first. You take this flying bar.
And it also seems that this is completely unchanged from how we've had it earlier. Kind of surprising, as normally the Elite version is a lot harder than what we've seen. Maybe they'll be making some modifications to the course right before Elite runs, but so far, it's almost completely the same as our earlier runs.
Moving on to hold it tight, hold on tight. You see the vertical limits there now. Only a few ninjas in the prior wave was
So it seems for Teen they're able to use the tops of that beam. For Elite they will definitely only be able to use the vertical limits as we've seen from our other competitors. Yep, Gavin just explaining any questions. Now, funnily enough, over these last 2 days, we haven't seen pretty much any questions from our team, teen, young adult, and elite divisions. Normally in competitions, you see them having the most questions out of anyone because they really want to know what they can get away with and what they can't. But today, they're just absolutely quiet, letting Gavin get through this, just wanting really to get onto the course as fast as possible, it seems. And you can see Gavin demonstrating the vertical limits. For those who don't know, those grips under there are a 1/2 inch grip, barely anything to hang on to. Very impressive for anyone who can even hang on it, let alone transfer. And swinging through just like that.
Appears to be no questions, as Christian mentioned. That is a little surprising, although this might be the teenager division, and teenagers typically don't ask questions, if you, as any parent can attest. But just on that last obstacle, I think the ninjas should be aware in the last wave, several peeled off. Several ninjas got to that point of that wheel with the 2 holds there, the gray holds, but fell off. There's a tremendous amount of force, downward force, and they just unfortunately peeled off.
Gavin going to show, now it's with the talons for this. Before we had rings. They're definitely going to make this a lot harder for our ninjas. As we saw yesterday, a lot of the ninjas who had to use the talons really struggled with them. Gonna see him probably run and go right over to the Skyhook that's hanging there. Yep, just like that. And I believe Elite Division will only get a single Talon as opposed to the 2 that Gavin's having right now. We'll just really have to wait and see how that goes. Very nice coming from Gavin going up to that beam. So
the landing platform is up high.
And I was just going to mention that. So earlier in the day, the landing platform was just on the ground in front of the swinging Skyhook. But now it seems like it is up higher. You have to go to a bar first and now over to the yellow. Going to be very interesting to see how that's going to change. Who makes and who fails that obstacle.
Definitely a difficult move. Yeah, probably a lot of questions now for some of the ninjas, realizing that the scale of difficulty for that move.
Definitely. Moving on now to the window stride. I believe, finally, after all this time, it is just the devil steps. Actually, he is tapping the windowsill, so maybe our young adults and teens are able to use the windowsill. Not entirely sure. We'll see him do this real quick. Coming right on through.
Tack.
And is able to use the windowsill. And once again, I believe Elite will only be able to use the devil steps. Finally getting a few questions on this obstacle. Very like to see it. Alright, coming now onto our broken bridge. This has also remained completely unchanged, I believe. Yeah, all the bars are still there. It is basically just the last obstacle from yesterday, just in reverse, and a little earlier in the course. Pretty simple, and then going to go over to our 10th obstacle, the wall runner. There is a red hold on the wall again for our teen and young adults. Elite will have to do the harder version that we had been seeing for the past few hours, where it is just a wall run and no hold to help them. I believe the landing platform is still in the same spot, but for young adults and teens, young adults and elite, as Gavin is showing, it will be pushed back to about there. Going to demonstrate it just real quick. Getting right onto that bar. Yep, not even needing the hold. Very beautifully done by Gavin. That is why he is our head coach. And coming right around to the very final obstacle. It's going to be zip to the finish. Again, I believe it is completely unchanged. It is pretty much just a zip line. There was talks about removing the second ring there. Gonna see right now if that is how it came to be. Yep, seeing that first ring there. Gonna come around. And there is a second ring there. All right. There are many less pegs, though, however.
That's right.
And the buzzer is actually higher than it was.
There's only one peg, it looks like.
So it seems like we swapped out the taking away the second ring idea for just one peg. Gonna have to redo that wall run that they did a little earlier in the course. Watching as Gavin comes to the peg and kind of launching themselves, running up and hitting the buzzer right there.
And you saw that little toe tap by Gavin as he was approaching the end of the zip line, just to slow his momentum down a bit, allowing him for better control.
All right, and I believe there aren't very many questions. So what's going to happen now is our competitors are going to get a little bit of time to go look around the course, not allowed to touch anything, and we will be back in about 5 to 8 minutes after they are all done exploring the course a little bit, and it'll be time to start our runs. So we will be back in just a little bit. In the meantime, here is our full course format if you are curious about what it is, and we'll be back in just a second. right, coming back in for our teen, young adult, and elite division. Going for tier 2 first. We only have 2 runners for tier 2 right now. Having Evelyn Schlanzer, one of our team kids, being the first on to our new version of the course. Gonna be followed here soon by one other person. And then we will be able to get it going for our tier 1. Miles Foe will be our second tier 2 runner. It seems our
feed
cam is cut out.
Apologize for any technical difficulties. Hopefully you can still hear at least the audio.
Yep, unfortunately, we've got to come back over here real quick. See what went wrong. Can we get... Nope, it's completely gone. Alright, we'll be right back in just a second.
We're experiencing technical difficulties right now. Apologize again. We'll try to give you an update to see when the link is back on, if you're still able to hear us at least through the audio.
Evelyn is doing quite well so far. Onto the 4th obstacle. Only 1 fail on the very first one, having completed the other 2 really nicely. We'll get that camera up as soon as possible. Might have to switch right back over to the droid cam real quick.
Just fell on the dragon teeth.
Fell on the dragon teeth. Hopefully we'll be able...
Moving on to the flying bars.
I'm moving on to the flying bars right now. Trying to get our camera back up right now. Just gotta wait a little bit.
Scared of the shade.
Right after this runner finishes, we're going to see if we can get our cameras back up. Just kind of hard when the cam cuts right in the middle.
She just fell on the flying bar.
Unfortunately, fell right on the flying bar.
Great effort, though.
Yes, great effort. We're just going to transition back over to our camera until we get it done. You can see our timer is still up in the right corner at 2 minutes 50 seconds onto the 6th obstacle.
She's traversing the upper part, the hold it.
Currently traversing right now, getting ready to go. Forward on the hold on tight. Unfortunately, wasn't able to make that. Onto the tack attack now. Really going to make sure that that talon is really secured in her hands as she's going for it. Oh, it's actually a ring for her currently. I'm in an office. I can't see. Very sad.
Oh, she secured it with the ring?
She was able to get onto the thing.
Onto the hook with the ring. Looking to dismount, she clears.
And she does clear the tack attack. Very nicely done. I know she was concerned specifically about that obstacle. Going onto the window stride now. Looking at the devil steps. Getting ready to move. Jumps on to the bar. Eyeing the windowsill. Trying to line up her feet for it.
Oh,
and unfortunately just slips right off the bar. Still good going on to the 9th obstacle, the broken bridge. This is just the same obstacle we had from last time. Just going in reverse pretty much.
Down the trampoline. Grabbing the first bar.
Just jumped up to the first bar. On the way. Minute 30 left to clear the last 2 obstacles. Just kind of waiting, and then we're going to get our camera back up in between runs. Not quite sure what happened.
She slipped.
Well, I unfortunately slipped on that obstacle. Onto the 10th obstacle, the wall runner. Really looking for that Lachey right now, trying to get her feet on the wall.
And with she can use the handle.
And she can use the handle on the wall that you can't see right now.
Short.
Unfortunately, just fell a little short. A little under 50 seconds remaining onto the final obstacle, the zip to the finish. Once again, this is just basically a zip line. A lot of force coming in at the end, though. Unfortunately, peeled off right at the end. We are going to finish at pretty much 30 seconds right as she pushes the buzzer. 3 clears. Not bad at all. I'm going to see if we can get that camera up right now. Just going to go on a small little hiatus. Be right back. BRB. And we are back with our camera. Just had to swap out a battery pack real quick. Sorry for that, for those of you who really wanted to see Evelyn's run. Sometimes technology just decides it doesn't want a technology. For some of you guys who work in that field, I'm sure you understand. Miles Foe coming up to the start right now, just coming through to the bar. Miles really wants to get that full clear on the course, knocking down the block very effortlessly.
Oh, hold on. Oh,
really tried to save it right there.
Almost had it, just took a backward spill.
Agreed. It was very impressive seeing him grab onto the edge right there, rotating all the way over before he fell off.
Went a little fast on the balance obstacle. Perhaps a little bit of adrenaline from the prior obstacle.
Definitely.
Looking to make it up on the cliff adventure.
Yes, during the break period, we were talking about how going slower on the balance obstacles is going to be towards a lot of our ninjas' credit. Sometimes they just go a little too fast, as we see here, but Miles definitely making it all the way down the Dragon Teeth, getting that hook. I think he's going for the dismount, or he's going to try and get one more down.
I think one more pop.
Lining himself up.
Trying to get his hips, swing his hips a little bit and pop up if he's looking to move one notch.
Very
there
nicely
he goes.
done. He should be able to dismount from here.
I think he is.
Oh, he went for one more.
And
clears Cliff Adventure.
Nice.
Very nicely done. Coming up to our flying bar now. Now, I know a lot of our competitors were extremely worried about this obstacle specifically. Able to grab onto it very nicely.
Has the reverse grip. Gonna take that bar. Showing his one-arm strength.
Finds the cradle.
Nice.
Really trying to line up that small little pop into the lache. And he skips the second cradle all the way over to the next bar. Very well done. Clearing the flying bar. A little bit of a rough start, but slowly gaining his momentum back. We love to see it coming from our team kids. I believe he is allowed to use the tops of the black. Yes, just like that. There is a small metal bar there that you can't really see that he's going to try and line himself up with. You can see him focusing on it right now.
And for the viewers at home, that grip that he has right there is just
barely got it.
Really taxing on the fingertips, obviously.
You can't really see it that well, but that's only about 3 inches of your fingers that you can really use on that board. Very impressed with the hang by. Just barely misses the Skyhook. Very nice try coming out from Miles. On to our window stride. He does have the easier version of this obstacle where he can use his foot on the actual windowsill. You're going to see him start to line himself up. Look where he's going to place his foot. And stride perfectly across right to the finish of that obstacle. Very well done.
Very well done.
That windowsill is only about 3 to 4 inches wide, so it's very, very hard to actually step in. Coming across the broken bridge now. Same obstacle as yesterday, just in reverse for those of you who are watching. Looking for that dismount and finds it very nicely.
On to the final 2 obstacles.
For Miles, he is allowed to use that red hold you see on the wall. So he was chalking up just a little bit from Devin Foot. Just barely misses it. Very nice try. On to the final obstacle with 1 minute 43 on the clock. Making sure he takes a little bit of time just so he doesn't slip off like we just saw Evelyn do. Well, I guess the camera didn't see, but...
Right, and that's taken out a few ninjas, is coming down with all that momentum and force and peeling off.
And he grabs it perfectly. Very nicely done from Miles there. Really was holding onto that with that L grip and was able to slowly release to absorb all of the impact. And is able to hit the buzzer right at the end. Very nicely done.
Strong finish by Miles. Great job.
Yes, 3 minutes, 45 seconds. Only 4 fails. Definitely picked it up in the second half of the course. We love to see that. And now we are going to have just a few minor course modifications, and it is time for our elite division. Our tier 1s, young adults, teens, and elites. They are all revving to go right now. Very, very excited to see them all run. These are the best of the best. Been waiting to see them go all day, ever since we've been here since 8:45. John, how do you feel about getting ready to see the elites? We kind of saw them run yesterday, and they absolutely crushed the course. Are we expecting to see the same thing from them today?
Yesterday it turned out to be a little bit more of a speed course because the obstacle difficulty wasn't perhaps as high. I think this time I'm anticipating a few fails by the elite ninjas, the teen ninjas. So I think if I were competing at their level, I would be very conscious about completing each and every obstacle. And that means using up the time wisely. So I don't think it's going to turn into a speed course where you're just trying to rip through as fast as you can.
I agree. There's a few key obstacles to look out for on this. The window stride is going to be a little bit different, as they're not actually allowed to use their foot in the windowsill. So we're going to see how they're allowed, or not allowed, but how they're going to tackle that. And then specifically on the wall runner, a lot of the angles are a lot sharper than they're used to. So they're going to really have to have their foot placements exactly where they want. And finally, as always, on the hold on tight, we see Vita up there on the trussing. Well, I guess you can't see her right now, but she is getting that second half of the obstacle into place, which we actually saw some of our best ninjas fall on earlier. Zach Wilson and Miles Wilson, father and son duo, just peeled right off of those holds, and I'm really hoping to see most of our ninjas be able to get through that, but obviously also looking for a few fails, because those obstacles that have fails on them are worth more in the end.
Right, and also the vertical limit.
Exactly. Vertical limit is the front half of the hold on tight. I do believe the hold on tight obstacle, our 6th one, is going to be the major choke point for these ninjas. And if they can get past that, I think a full clear is definitely within their scope.
Right, exactly. I totally agree. It's just that up until then, I just think they just need to be a little bit cautious, a little bit careful, so that, one, they have enough strength and fingertip energy to tackle successfully that particular obstacle, hold on tight, and really just need to be mindful.
Exactly. And in a full course format, speed doesn't actually matter as much as you would think it would. So for specifically these balance obstacles, the 2nd and 3rd, they should be taking a little bit more time just to really make sure they get it down and don't accidentally slip off, and then just absolutely attack the second half of the course with their speed. Gonna transition right back over to our camera, kind of seeing our audience right there. Some of our ninjas that have already ran today, such as Logan, and the parents just there. Everyone's having a great time here in the elite division right now, just kind of waiting for our course mods to get done.
Do we have the run order?
Oh, yes. Let's actually see if the run order is up right now. And it is. All right. So our run order is going to start with Caden Mozdalin going first. Caden was our last ninja going last night.
Yesterday, right?
Yes. So from last to first, he was going extremely fast last night and accidentally made a small error on a balance obstacle, losing him the point and the competition. So you definitely know that he's actively looking to go even faster and more sure-footed today, followed by McKay. McKay was originally going to go first, but I think we put Caden in front of him just because McKay always ends up going first, and it's kind of unfair, even though it's complete luck of the draw. Followed by a Griffin Foot. Both of his siblings already ran earlier. Sydney getting an amazing time earlier at 9 o'clock, and Griffin Foot, or not Griffin, Devin Foot doing really, really well in his age group as well. Followed by Logan and Cannon. Logan has been one of our longest ninjas here ever. Actually, he was around the time when I started as well. We were on team together back in those early days of Skyhook, and Cannon Cole, obviously being one of our coaches here, had a little bit of a disappointing run yesterday, so he's very much waiting to get some redemption. Heading back over here, we have Caden Mozdalin at the front of the course. Definitely looking for that peak time that he's been searching for a while. Lining himself up on the skateboard very easily, and here is a really good angle. You can see how far that landing platform actually is, really having to go through with a Kong to get all the way over.
Being very careful on that transition there.
Mm-hmm. See, this is actually where he fell yesterday on the easier version of the course. So you really watching him take extra time that he needed to complete that.
Now on to the next obstacle. Secures the Batarang, no problem for Caden.
Yep, there's the Batarang dismounting very perfectly. 3 minutes 20 seconds on the clock. Absolutely flying through this course right now. Onto the flying bar. This is Caden's specialty. As you can see, all the other bars have been removed, having to really lâcher all three. There's one. Lining up the second. And actually dismounting all the way past it. I was fully expecting him to land in that second cradle, but he doesn't need it. Very nicely done from Caden. Going on to the vertical limits now on the hold on tight.
And he's chalking up, making sure he has good grip as he tackles the vertical limits.
Exactly. Bodie is his chalk caddy right now.
He might be looking to skip it completely. Oh! He went for it.
And once again, just random mistake costs him dearly. Going to be keep going though. Very, very dominant performance on the talons right there, making it look super easy. Coming along now to the windowsill.
Skip the windowsill completely.
Like it's nothing. Seeing him go super fast through the broken bridge. It's a wonder that he hasn't taken more falls yet.
Going through the walk run. He cleared the frontal plane.
Just barely hits in front of that frontal plane, as John said, and so he is clearing. You saw him do a parkour roll out to get to use that momentum going straight over to our final obstacle right here. And he clears
the buzzer. Good very run nice from Caden. One fail.
2 minutes, 10 seconds. Very, very dominant first performance that we've seen for our tier 1s.
That was a very bold move from the standing platform to leap all the way to the bar. Had it, his fingers touched it, so I can understand why he thought he could do it.
All right, McKay is going to be up next. McKay was a little worried for this course, but we've talked it through a lot with him, and I think he definitely has a game plan going into this course. Sometimes game plans don't
materialize.
They don't materialize. They don't play out, but definitely it's going to be a little more sure-footed in his game plan, and if it doesn't pan out, I 100% trust him to be able to improvise on the spot.
He's moving smoothly so far.
Taking his time on the balance, like was talked about.
Wants that center of gravity right in the middle. His upper body was moving a little bit. He wants to control that, and he does successfully.
Very nice. Coming on to our fourth obstacle here, the cliff adventure. The Batarang is up there on the cliffs. And I know a lot of our contestants were really worried about the Batarang. Not so much the hops down, but getting up to it, because you really have to land on it with both hands at the same time.
What's interesting here is he's taking the approach from using just the one clip hanger. Oh, he gets it.
Very nicely done. All right, trying to regain himself.
Just trying to pop down. Just a few kips. One more and he should be okay. Just came up short.
I think one of his hands was slipping just a little bit on it, because it seems like he peeled off just a little bit. Very nice try coming from McKay. Going onto the bar hop now. Definitely the most infamous obstacle in this course currently. Lining himself up for the first cradle. And he lands the first one. Now, he might try to make the lâcher here. I'm not sure. Or he's going to go for the second cradle. Looks like he's going for the second
cradle. It does look like he's going for the second cradle. Nice
And he makes it. You can see that smile beaming across his face.
And a big lâcher.
And he clears it. Look at that. Absolutely locked in with his chalk caddy right now. Eyeing down the hold on tight. He just saw Caden try to do the jump and couldn't make it. So that jump is completely out of possibility for him. Going to be forced to go into the vertical limits. The half-inch holds on the bottom. peels right off, unfortunately.
Those are so difficult.
They are extremely difficult. Definitely one of the hardest holds we've ever had in the gym. He's able to make the talons very nice. Trying to go up to that bar there.
Needs to carry one talon all the way up. Oh,
and peels right off. Now, there's so much force on that bottom one. Once you take that talon off, it's really, really hard to hold on. For our ninjas that are going to be running later, might be a little bit of a better idea to kind of lâcher with those talons there instead of trying to hook them on like we saw Caden do earlier. And he makes it. Very, very nicely done. Coming onto the broken bridge. Is there a small little rest obstacle between the last two? Alright, now it's the wall run time. This wall run is very, very sharp. Can't exactly see it as much on video that it is in real life. But it is a very scary obstacle.
Oh, and peels off.
Peels off. Going on to the final one. Just going to zip to the finish.
Again, wants to be careful not to... Oh, and he does tack that wall. You saw him with the foot just to slow his momentum down. And successfully hits that buzzer.
Very, very nice run from McKay. You know he's going to be happy about that. Going over to his team friends. Just getting some applause, some high fives. And we are about to see Griffin foot run. Griffin's been here a long time today watching both of his siblings run. And now it's finally his turn.
I think he's pumped. I think he's ready to attack this course.
Just waiting for the all clear from Gavin. All right, there it is.
4-minute time limit. Let's see what he can do.
Yep, and once again, Bodie is chalk caddy. Bodie will be running in a little bit. Very nice clear. Taking his time on the balance, but still going relatively fast. Hopefully it doesn't cost him.
Almost slipped there.
That's going to scare him just a little bit. But he clears it anyway. Very nicely done from Griffin. Coming right into the cliffhangers.
Nice.
Very nicely done. Grabbing the batarang, hopping down effortlessly. He just saw McKay fail this transition, so he's going to be a little more cautious about it. Takes an extra swing, and that extra swing definitely helped him there. All right, on to the bar hop. I know this is another obstacle he was very worried about. Lands the first cradle. Lands the second cradle, and he's going to lâcher right off of it, making it look incredibly easy. Very nicely done.
Great job by Griffin. Taking a moment, gather himself before tackling the vertical limits again. Probably the most difficult, or physically difficult, because it's just your fingertips.
Definitely, and he's able to hang on.
Oh, there he goes.
Very nicely done.
Great use of his knees popping up to help. Oh, he was right there.
That final bit is the hardest part of the obstacle for 100%. Solely because you're going to have to do a giant pull-up and reach up to that bar. It's about a 2-foot vertical, and pulling down on the vertical limits is extremely hard. Makes the Skyhook look extremely easy, going right onto the windowsill now. Also makes it look extremely easy. And skips the very first bar to get some serious momentum going into the broken bridge. Clear after clear after clear, going into the 10th obstacle.
Yeah, he's now moving for time, not even chalking up. He says he doesn't need it. And so he's just out to crush the
clears.
Time.
That pad is quite far. Some of our ninjas are definitely going to have some trouble there. Grabbing the peg, and he should be able to clear this at just over 135 remaining. Very, very nice. Final time of 2:26 on the course. Was that a full clear?
No, he had missed what obstacle was it?
He missed the hold on tight. That's right.
Yeah.
And as we said earlier before this started, the hold on tight is definitely going to be the make or break of this course. If you can complete that obstacle, you have a very, very good shot at winning. Logan Korika up next. Logan is definitely looking to get that full clear, the very coveted full clear that's going to be extremely difficult on this specific course. So he's probably going to take the course just a little bit slower so he has as much time as possible to get all the obstacles. And he survives a tip. Very, very nice.
Wow, amazing footwork.
We've seen those tips yesterday actually cost a few of the ninjas their runs. So the fact that he was able to survive one is very, very impressive and just a testament to his strength and ninja fortitude.
Able to make that transition to the Batarang pretty easily. This is definitely within his wheelhouse.
See that smile on his face. He's having the time of his life right now.
Yeah, you can see him. It's building confidence and momentum.
We've seen Bodhi on the course for quite a few chalk heists now, and actually that's pretty advantageous because you're able to see someone doing the course right there, right in front of you. Unfortunately, Logan's not able to make that first bar hop. I think he was expecting that, though, because now he wants to use all of his energy to do these vertical limits. You can see him chalking up extremely and waiting to get right there. Really testing the grip out. Not able to hold on. Very nice try coming from Logan. All right, on to the talons now. Lands it. And he's going to lâché up to that next bar.
Yes.
Just like that. Not even needing a lâché. Can just reach. Going right over to the yellow platform. Clear.
Nice.
All right, 2:25 on the clock, coming in to our 8th obstacle. Making very good time right now. You can hear his teammates cheering out just a little bit.
He's starting to shake his hands, so you can imagine the lactic acid is burning through, and so wants to quickly move through these last couple obstacles so he can clear them all.
Definitely.
Taking a well-deserved pause right now, gathering himself, wants to stick this landing for the wall run, which he does and clears.
Very nice. You severely underestimate how much your arms are going to start burning when you're on this. Spins out just a little bit. Is able to save it because of his feet on the wall. Very, very nice save from Logan here. And he's going to finish out this course at just under 1:30 seconds. Just like
great
that.
Save. You can tell he's stoked about that.
100%. 2:30 on the clock with only 2 fails, I believe, which is very, very good.
Yeah, I thought it was a great run. He, fell, but was trying to save his energy, which he did, which allowed him to hold on that last obstacle. Okay.
It says Cannon Cole's up next, but that is not who's currently
not
on the start platform.
That's Liam, isn't it? That's Liam Bailey.
I believe so. Might be missing him in here.
Liam is doing his breathing exercises.
What's one more technical difficulty to the bunch we have? Am I right? Nah. Cannon Cole is up next. He was not expecting to go just yet. Our very own Coach Cannon, looking for some redemption after yesterday. He told me personally he was very not happy with his run and really, really wants to get a better one today.
I think he will. He just needs to dial it in, focus.
And this course is built extremely to his strength right now. Definitely going to be able... Yeah, seeing that one swing all the way ready, clear the first obstacle better than he did yesterday.
Yeah.
Second obstacle down, absolutely smoking through this course.
Wants to clear this. A little wobbly.
But still good.
Still in play.
Taking that time at that transfer.
Yes. And clears it. Off to a great start for Cannon.
Excuse me.
Oh, making a big leap to the far cliffhanger. Eyeing the Batarang, which he nails.
Very nice. We haven't seen a lot of our ninjas do that underhanded strategy. I do think it is quite nice to see him getting that underbar straight up to the Batarang. And he makes it onto the platform. Little wobbly there, but still clears the obstacle.
Yeah, I can tell. Cannon's looking to complete each obstacle. Rather than going through for time, he went all the way down on the Devil's Teeth, making sure that he then cleared and that stuck that landing.
And looking extremely confident on the bar hop right now, going for the finish platform, Full clear so far coming into the vertical limit. You can see that smile on his face. He knows what he's up against. If he can just make it through this obstacle.
He just peeled off.
Unfortunately, peels off. But still doing absolutely amazing. Really wants to finish this second half of the course. Grabbing the talons right there. Taking a little bit of time to let his arms rest.
Exactly.
Gets right on. Gonna hook that. He just misses it. Coming right back. Regaining himself. He's just gonna keep going.
I think he's a little bit tired. Okay. His foot.
Maybe he hit the floor. I think.
Yeah. Okay. But his arms do got to be tired at this point.
Definitely.
So I thought he was a little bit gassed. But Cannon's a strong athlete. Great upper body strength.
Ooh, and seems to have missed the windowsill there. This is where we've seen some of our other competitors take a few times to really line up their leg there. Might come back to bite him in a little bit, but clearing the broken bridge onto the wall runner. This is going to be one where he really excels at. Cannon absolutely loves parkour, and wall running is a huge aspect of that. Comes up just a little bit short.
He skipped that last block, and I think it cost him on that.
Definitely. If he had just grabbed that last block right there, might have been able to make it. Only going with one arm straight down onto the rings. Very nicely done. And he's going to finish the course with just under 120 seconds remaining. Very, very well done from Cannon. Absolutely redeemed himself from yesterday. You know he's going to be a lot happier with that run. You can see his mom right there. And I believe they're going to go over to the other Skyhook team kids now. Next up, we're going to have Zach Johnson, another one of our Skyhook team. Zach actually had a really, really good run yesterday, and he's looking to continue that momentum into today. Of course, it's been almost a full 24 hours since he last run, but I'm sure he's still extremely pumped from his run yesterday.
Yeah, hopefully he can carry over his success from yesterday, ride that momentum, ride that positivity to a good run today.
All right, just waiting for the all clear from Gavin. All right, there it is. Maybe not. There we go.
One swing.
Yep, and we're seeing all of our elite ninjas right now doing that one swing method. Earlier in the day, we've been seeing like 2-3 swings on that. One to kick down the block and one to go to it. But everyone so far has just been barreling into that block, and I definitely think it is the correct way to approach that obstacle. Coming into the cliffhangers now. Eyeing that batarang.
Which he nails.
Lands it beautifully. It's going to go a 1 hop and a 2 hop and maybe one more. Beautifully. Oh, even one more from that. Little low to the ground now. Gotta be careful of his feet that they're not going to brush. No problem for him whatsoever.
Yeah, I think he was probably concerned having seen, other ninjas beforehand falling backwards and not clearing that. So taking the safer approach.
Definitely. And coming to the bar hop.
Has that reverse grip you can see there. Oh!
Just comes a little too short on it.
A little bit short on that bar hop.
All right, gonna keep going into the hold on tight. Still have not seen any clears of this obstacle so far. Maybe Zach is looking to be the first.
Oh, he just peeled off.
Peels right off. Unfortunate, but still good to keep going. As we mentioned earlier, with a full course format, if nobody clears that one obstacle, it's basically like it doesn't exist.
Right, and if somebody does happen to clear it, it's worth a lot of points. So
very much so. In fact, it can be worth so many points that it can be worth even more than 2-3 obstacles combined. Having absolutely no trouble with the tack attack, coming onto the window stride right now, lining up his feet. Oh, and just barely misses the grab. Totally fine. Going onto the broken bridge now.
Yeah, Zach is one of the taller ninjas, and that may have tripped him up a little bit in terms of that window stride. Such a narrow ledge.
Right, and as we've seen earlier, you really got to have that proper angle coming into the wall run, which he finds, but unfortunately just pushes a little too far off the wall. When it comes to the wall run, you really want to sink into those toes just a little bit. If you hit it with too much force, you're just going to bounce right off the wall, even if it's extremely hard.
Oh, did he just miss?
I believe he just slipped and missed the buzzer, unfortunately. Really hate to see that. Still absolutely awesome run from Zach Johnson. All of our elite ninjas are doing super great right now. And coming right into Liam Bailey. We saw Liam try to get up on the course a little earlier. Now it's actually his time to run.
Well, I think he's now ready because he was ready 2-3 ninjas earlier.
Extra ready. Coming right in. And that's where I was talking about earlier, where I'd much rather you guys overshoot it, because you're just going to fall onto the ending platform, where if you undershoot it, there's a very good chance. Unfortunately, peels off.
His momentum got a little bit sideways, but he needs to regroup, which I'm sure he will, here on the cliffhangers.
All right, looking for that battering. Very, very high for him, as he is on the slightly smaller side.
Oh.
And we see that come into play just a little bit too high. Not going to let that get to him, though. On to the bar hop. You can still see Coach Vita sitting up there, waiting for someone to get to the second half of that hold on tight. Liam lining up the bar hop. Oh, and just barely misses it. One of those sides was in the cradle, but the other side was not, which means no cigar.
So when you're watching at home, you see that bar, flying bar attempt. You can see it slide, and as a ninja, it can be a little bit disconcerting, where you start to worry, am I sliding too much? And sometimes that can get to you.
And as we just saw from Liam, he was able to make it to the second vertical limit, but was unfortunately had to peel off, because those just require so much grip strength. And having the hold on tight being our sixth obstacle in the course, having it so deep, it just makes it almost impossible to really hold on with maximum strength.
Oh,
and
what
he skips the bar.
Great job.
Absolutely insane beta from Liam Bailey there. I'm sure we're certainly going to see some of our other ninjas utilize that.
Yes, exactly. That's, again, another example of the creativity in Ninja. Great job by Liam. He's a little bit gassed right now. Took a lot out. He needs to
see him breathing heavy.
He's got ample time. I think that's the smart move, Liam. Gather yourself and just a little bit short.
You saw him hit the tack block with just a little too much force again. Didn't bend all the way in, but was still able to save it and keep running. Just came up a little short, though, unfortunately, on that pad. A lot harder of an obstacle than I think we were originally anticipating, but still cool to see some of our ninjas
hits the
finish.
Buzzer.
That buzzer was very nice. 2:28 on the clock. Very, very nice run coming from Liam. Still yet to see that coveted full clear that we were talking about. I'm going to see if Levi Kintner will be able to give us that full clear that we really want to see so desperately badly. Levi's also part of our team right here. And I believe that is Dexter being his chalk caddy. Dexter's actually running next after Levi. So going to get a little bit of on-course experience before actually running. And that can usually be huge. Taking those few extra swings.
Wow.
And it does pay off for him.
A lot of power. Letting the skateboard hit the block.
Gonna be really hard to get over to that block, and is able to do it.
Wants to keep his center balance right above the beam. There he goes.
Very nicely done from Levi. Really saving himself before falling.
Don't want your center of gravity too far over. And his footsteps are so fast, he's able to salvage that. Great job there.
Extremely sure-footed. That is Levi's specialty. Coming right over to the cliffhangers. I know he's also worried about the battering, much like our previous few contestants.
Yeah, that is a tough move. So I think for all the ninjas here, has to be a point of concern.
Gonna have to get a huge swing on those cliffhangers to get up to the battering. You can't really see it from the camera, but you're only able to get about a third of your finger into those cliffhangers, and unfortunately is not able to make the jump up to there. Coming right over to the bar hop. Yeah, flying bar hop. Oh, and I believe he's just skipping it. That's an interesting strategy we're going to see from a few of our ninjas. If you know that you're not going to be able to get it, there's no point in wasting some of your time on that obstacle. Coming right over to try the hold on tight.
And if he thinks he can get this, which nobody has before, oh, unfortunately he falls. But
able to hang on for a little bit.
His thought which is great, his thought may be, if I can get this one obstacle and score the points, so much the better. So interesting play by Levi. Definitely worth the gamble that he took. Now needs to complete the tack attack. I wonder if he's going to employ the same.
It looks like he's trying to go straight for the yellow pad.
Beta.
He does get onto the bar. Unfortunately, the talons fall off. I don't believe they did hit him. So he's going to keep going. Gavin running over to just check to make sure they didn't hit him.
Yeah, he seems to be fine. Looking to regroup and really attack that window stride obstacle.
Trying to find his footing, sure. Taking a lot of swings here.
He might want to switch the grip. Yeah, okay.
There we go. Gotta be looking for where he's going to put his foot. There you go. You see he's locked onto where it is.
He has one foot on. He can push himself. There you go. That grip there might allow him to the right angle to, yes.
Very nicely done.
Great adjustment mid-course. He had at the start his left hand in front. He decided, wait a minute, this is pushing me in the wrong direction. He made the course correction and successfully completed the obstacle. Great adjustment by Levi there.
Coming right into our second to final obstacle, right after the broken bridge, clears it effortlessly. And now onto the wall runner. The wall runner has been a lot more deadly for our ninjas than we were originally anticipating.
And time is of the essence as he only has 23 seconds. Let's see. Hopefully he can clear the remaining two. It's going to be very close. Oh, he needs to hustle. He has 10 seconds left. You can hear the countdown. You can hear the countdown.
4, 3, 2, and...
Oh! Did he get it?
I think he did.
He got it.
Oh
my goodness.
0.5 seconds on the clock.
Wow.
Able to hit that buzzer, getting the final point that he needed right there.
Whew.
So many buzzer beaters today. It's been actually insane. I don't think we've ever had this many buzzer beaters in a competition before.
0.4 seconds left. Unbelievable. Great job by Levi not to give up at the end. There you see the crowd also probably holding on to their heart saying, wow, that was close.
100%. Coming right back over to our run order real quick. Next up is going to be Dexter, who you just saw on the course with our chalk caddy. Tay Farmer, one of the ones we really want to look out for. Tay's going to have a really good run, or at least really wants to. Then we have Atlas and Henry right after that.
And Dexter's away. Wow.
Getting his foot on top, really just leaning forward. Very nice to see from Dexter. Slowing down completely again. Really going to have to get some momentum from that Kong. You see him really... Yeah. And does a cache, actually. Instead of a Kong and a cache. A cache is a combination of a Kong and a dash vault. And it secured him going forward and completing that point in that obstacle. Getting that just that little extra height.
I thought cache is what you're going to give me. That's not cash?
We gave you a goodie basket.
Okay. Well, Dexter's off to a great start here. Like all the other ninjas, I'm sure that, again, getting that batarang is going to be of concern. He really wants to attack it. What kind of approach? He's going to go kind of with the reverse grip, try to get enough momentum.
Getting some huge swing here.
Oh, he had it in his hand. He had the batarang in his hand, just slipped off.
That upwards lâché is just so tough to see, but it is really nice that he was able to actually grab it, just a little too low. Coming in to the bar hop here, able to grab it with that switch grip.
Needs to hold on tight. It's easy to peel off once it sticks. Oh, and he came up short. Good attempt.
Yep, started his throw just a little bit too early. Mistakes like that do happen. Coming right on to the hold on tight. Really going to see if he can hang on to those vertical limits. This obstacle has an absolute 0 clear rate so far, and every single competitor is looking to be the first to clear this obstacle.
Looking for a strong grip here. Peels right.
Was hanging on for just a second, but unfortunately, as soon as he starts to move, it just peels right off.
Needs to hold the talons really tight. That's a big leap, and he does. Okay. Will he implement the Liam Bailey beta and go all the way?
And it looks like he is. And he does it. The crowd erupting in cheers. Very nice throw from Dexter here. You could tell he was a little unconfident about going for that bar, so having that big of a lâché under his belt is very, very nice to see. Might want to just get his foot on there,
and
just
he does.
Like that.
Wow, I think that really boosted his confidence, nailing that tack attack.
We've seen a few competitors try to stand up on that windowsill instead of striding, and I don't believe that is the strategy. Really just want to see those strides there going as fast as possible. Not only is it fast, but it is efficient.
Yeah, a minute and 7 seconds. Really wants to finish these last 2. He knows he can do it. And he just slipped off.
Unfortunately, slides right as he lands. What are you going to do about that? Coming into the final obstacle at 50 seconds remaining. Going with the one-arm approach. Does tack off that wall right there to break his momentum. And with that final peg, just going to hit that buzzer.
Wants to make sure he hits it.
Untied shoelace there. Hopefully that's not going to cost him. And just barely misses it, unfortunately. Very nice run from Dexter. Getting that awesome lâché. Yeah. And almost getting that batarang. Very, very nice seeing that. Tay Farmer is up next. Now, Tay had a really good run yesterday and is looking to have an even better run today. So definitely look out for Tay's run coming up in just a few seconds.
Yeah, it looks like he's visualizing his run. Ninjas often do that. You just actually visualize exactly what you're going to do throughout the course. And I think you see him implement that here. He's moving very quickly. Very agile through the balance obstacle. Needs to make this transition without touching, using his hands, which he's doing. Sure-footed.
Coming right in to the cliffhangers. Now, Tay's definitely going to be looking for that batarang right there. Probably only going to take a few swings to get up to it. 1, 2, and I think he's going to pull on this one. Nope, one more. There he goes. And he grabs it. Very nicely done. Hop 1, hop 2, hop 3, and hop 4.
I think
right here.
Just to be safe.
You can see that smile on his face. He knows he's going incredibly fast right now.
Well played.
Definitely looking to be the first full clear on this course.
He's on pace.
Now, Tay comes from Life Force, and they definitely have a few bar hops there, so this is not a new concept to him. Landing the first one. Going to land the second one right.
I think he's going to go lâché all the way. Oh, no! He fell backwards.
Not able to pull off what Caden was able to. You know he's going to kick himself for that later. Still really good run so far from Tay. Going on to the windows, not the window stride, the hold on tight. If he can get this, it's going to be worth so many points for him that actually failing that last obstacle, it's not going to matter. Unfortunately, peels right off, going right on to the tack attack. Lining himself up.
Needs a big jump.
There he goes. Probably going to go straight for the platform.
Looks like he's going to do the Liam Bailey beta, which he does.
And he lands it. Very barely lands it, but he does end up landing it. You can see Caden there in the background coming out to support his fellow runners. Always nice to see our ninjas supporting one another on the course.
He was going to skip the window entirely. Came up a little bit short. That's a long lâché for those watching online. Maybe 7 feet, you think?
Yeah, definitely around 7-8 feet. And Lachey's are hard. I mean, you're literally throwing your body through the air.
Oh,
and just comes up just a little short.
Yeah, maybe using that last wood block if possible, but obviously his momentum was already carrying him forward, so he had to jump. Great effort. Does the soft tack off the wall slow down his momentum? Needs to hit the buzzer, which he does. Great job by Tay.
Yes, very nice run. Coming into Atlas Lecoq next time. Now, Atlas did run yesterday. I can't seem to remember how he did. Do you remember?
I believe he did. I think he did pretty well.
I feel like he did pretty well, yeah. And so he's going to be coming up on this platform just a second, getting ready to run. There he is right now. I believe he was just on the course with Tay. I believe he was the chalk caddy. Might see the roles reversed here. Yep, and there's Tay on the course with him, ready to support his fellow Life Force ninja.
Looks like he's being coached and or supported by Baker, who we have dubbed the Baker the beta
Baker the beta maker. For his absolutely stunning course run earlier today. Made so many new betas that were used for the rest of the course run today. Seems to be falling just a little bit.
Save it. Incredible by Atlas. Wow. That was amazing. Half his body was leaning forward, but he was still able to pull it back together.
Always really nice to see those ninjas who are not afraid to go fast, but sometimes when you're going that fast, you're going to fall. But as long as you know how to correct yourself, I have absolutely no problem with you going fast on the balance obstacles. Just got to be prepared for the worst case scenario. Looking for this Lachey up right here.
Needs a little bit more power.
Just doesn't find that power. Gonna keep going to the Lachey bars and the bar hop right here. Taking a small look at his hand real quick. Hopefully he didn't rip. You see Vita giving Tay a fist bump in the background for his course run just a little bit ago.
Looking to make this flying bar hop. What?
Oh, and he lands it and peels right off. Extremely unfortunate.
Yeah, his hands might be feeling it. He had it. The flying bar was in the cradle, but he just peeled off.
I believe Atlas has really good grip strength, so he's definitely looking. But he just tapped the floor.
He had two hands on it.
Definitely could have completed that obstacle or had a really good shot at it. Just really unfortunate right there with that foot tap.
Yep.
Coming right into the skyhooks. Definitely looking for the same thing that Tay did. The Liam Bailey strat, just going straight to the yellow platform. No, actually, he is going up to the bar.
As designed by new course designer Vita and Alex from Skyhook.
This is their very first course that they have designed. Really nice to see new course designers getting in the game here. Coached by Gavin himself. Gonna have a little bit of work that they're gonna have to do before the February comp, which is gonna be a triple header. Very interested to see what they're going to do there.
Atlas doing a great job here.
Getting right through, shaking out those hands.
Shaking his hands. So hopefully he can power through these monkey bars here, and it looks like it's no problem.
Definitely has to be feeling it. 1:30 left on the clock for the last two obstacles. Should be in no danger of time failing here. Now he just has to make sure that he's going to actually make it. Going for a switch grip. No, back to a normal grip.
He switched it several times. I think he's trying to find... Oh, yeah, he was just trying to find the grip that would allow him to hit that wall with the angle.
That pad is just so far.
That he wanted, yeah. Using a match grip now onto the wall. Just needs to hit the buzzer, which he does.
No problem whatsoever from Atlas. Absolutely dominating
Atlas.
The course. All right, coming into Henry next. Henry, I believe, is another Life Force member, if I'm thinking of the correct one. Yep, getting up to the platform now. We saw Becca and Coach Jaden run earlier, which are the co-owners of Life Force. I don't know if they're still here or if they went home, as it has been a pretty long day for them. But I'd love to see Henry get on the course right here and see how it's going to go.
Looks like...
Small little delay, probably just getting some things ready.
Looks like he's set to go.
Wow. A huge swing right now.
That's a huge swing.
Oh, there he goes. Almost having too much power, as we like to see on that obstacle specifically. Is able to clear the vault block right there.
Whoa!
Oh, no! What we saw there is his foot just came a little too far forward that he wasn't expecting and just tried to course correct by throwing his hips forward. Unfortunately, he threw them a little too far forward and bent backwards to fall. Gonna regain some of his steam here on the battering. Oh, hits the pole. Gonna try to regain that swing again.
With the right direction, which he does.
And able to get right back up. Very nice correction from Henry coming out. You know he's definitely feeling that pressure right now.
Trying to orient his body in the right direction. Going up high, coming down low, which he does. He's probably going to go, play it safe. And clear the obstacle.
Very nice clear. A little bit of a mishap on the cliffhanger portion there, but very nice correction. Able to get the point for that obstacle. Coming onto the bar hop now. Definitely wanting to redeem himself here.
Has a switch grip. Looking to nail it into the cradles right here. She's eyeing it, you can tell. And he does.
And he can find the first cradle. One more cradle. You can see Tay right there with the chalk bag.
It's a little bit shorter, too. Oh, he just popped out.
Little unfortunate. Tay giving him some chalk before going on to the the next obstacle. Hold on tight. That chalk is really going to be needed for those vertical limits right there. Still a 0% clear rate.
Oh, he had it.
Peels off.
He just peeled off.
Got a few strong ninjas coming up here that are definitely going to be looking to clear the unclearable hold on tight that we've seen so far. Specifically, Bodie Snow and Benjamin Williams. All right, looking for that Liam Bailey strat. Oh, nope. Peels right off. Hopefully didn't just hit himself.
Can he reset? What's the ruling? Can he reset?
Seems like he's going again with one talon.
One talon.
There's one. Gonna be forced to go for the Liam Bailey strat now, pretty much.
And I think he was consulting Baker, the beta maker.
And he makes it.
He does it.
Absolutely
unbelievable.
Insane recovery from peeling right off back on a start platform, only having one talon left. Absolutely crazy recovery.
Great job by Henry not to give up.
These are the things we love to see in Ninja.
That was awesome to see. Now wants to continue that positive momentum by nailing this obstacle here. The window stride. Looks like he's going to just muscle his way up, which he does without touching the wall. Yep. And he clears it.
All right, 1 minute left on the clock. 3 obstacles to go. Gonna have to pick up the pace here just a slight bit.
Yep. Yeah, he spent some time on the tack attack. So, yeah, he needs to make up the time, which he's doing. He's not... Oh, he is looking for some chalk. He's got 47 seconds. Should be enough, but needs to get going.
That last obstacle can take a lot longer than people are expecting it to. I think more than enough power for this. And makes it. And falls back.
He needs to hustle. 30 seconds. Go.
You can see the dismay on Gavin's face right there. Really thought he was about to get that. For only having 20 seconds left on the clock. Certainly not hurrying.
Yeah. I hope he realizes he only has... Oh, should be able to clear it. Needs to hit the buzzer, which
15 seconds left on the clock. Very nicely done.
Great job by Henry. Awesome to see that, tack attack with only one talon, which I'm sure he did not plan.
Oh, definitely. Very strong showing from Life Force today. I believe we only have a few more Life Force ninjas left. Absolutely came out and crushed the course today. Always love to see our Life Force brothers down here and competing.
And sisters.
Yep, can't forget about the girls. They absolutely destroyed the course today.
Jace is moving very quickly. Very nimble on his feet.
In those pajama pants, not very chill, very laid back vibe. Absolutely destroying the course. I fully respect it.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, gonna be looking for this battering right here.
Looks like he's gonna throw it here,
and he grabs it. Very nicely done. From this camera angle, it looks a little bit easier than it is, but that is about 4 feet, or 3 feet straight up and 1 foot across, so 4 feet in total. It is a lot harder than it looks on video. Coming right in to the bars. Looking for that first cradle.
There you can see it sliding a little bit.
Oh, just barely misses it. Unfortunately,
I think he overshot that.
I think he did. On that second cradle, he just missed just one. The first one was really into that left cradle, and I think the right one just went a little far over.
Yeah, I think he overshot that on the right. But he's shaking his fingers. He needs to get up close. And he's got it.
He's hanging.
There you go. Keep going. Keep going. Oh, he had 2.
Making it to the third vertical limit is a huge achievement.
Wow. Needs to shake it off. His grip's going to be taxed here on this.
Yeah, and he still has 2.5 minutes left, so he's making great time right now. I think he's looking for the Liam Bailey strat.
I think he's going to do that. Big laches, which he
And he makes it. Very nicely done. Saving a lot of time from going up to that bar right there. A little confused on where to go, it seems. Just shaking out a little more. You know those arms are absolutely burning right now.
Yep. And clears.
Not even worried about that. Gonna clear the broken bridge right. Oh, almost slipped off. Seems to be doing really well though.
Whoa!
Oh, little flare in there. 360. Got a style on the haters, you know.
Wow, a little showmanship there from Jace. He's stringing a he came up short.
Slipped his second foot there right on the wall run, which cost him just a little bit. Still very solid run coming from Jace here. Onto the final obstacle with 1:20 remaining. Grabs that ring to the peg and just waiting to hit that buzzer right up there and hits it.
Does.
Very nice run from Jace. Great. Saw that little style in there.
Definitely.
Love to see it.
Yeah, and he did it in front of Gavin, who's been known to really put on a show. And so I think he's saying, hey, Gavin, you're not the only player in town who can put on a show.
100%. Coming back over to our run order right here, we have Eliza up next, followed by Graydon, then Kaysen, and our final 2, Bodie Snow and Benjamin Williams. Got a great little final runners list right here. Gonna see what Eliza can do right now. We're seeing that strat employed a lot more of getting that 1 foot on top. Seems to be working really great for a lot of them. Oh, unfortunately, it slides across the block. Not able to get that point. Right. Still going to continue that momentum forward.
Right. Feet are not allowed on that wooden block.
Recovering very well onto that second balance obstacle. Just needs to take a few breaths here, getting through to the cliffhanger. You can see Cassidy being her chalk caddy right here. Cassidy was going to end up running, but unfortunately hurt her foot a little while ago. It still wasn't fully recovered in time to do this competition. Misses the battle ring, unfortunately, but still going to come up to the bar hop. And now, she said before she was really worried about this obstacle, and I'm really hoping that she'll at least be able to get one of them.
Oh!
Very nice grabbing.
Wow. Yeah, her trajectory was more forward than up.
Searching for that first cradle here. Oh! Just barely misses it. Very nice try coming out from Eliza. On to the hold on tight. Oh,
whoop.
Wrong way. Course correcting just there. That's why we have Gavin on the course.
Yeah, she's going to the vertical limits, challenging herself.
Able to hang on.
She was hanging on.
Very nicely done right there. Those half-inch holds are just
brutal.
So hard.
They're brutal, to put it mildly. Oh, okay. What tactic is she going to take? Is she going to go through the course design?
Looks like she's going for the big swing.
And she does.
Now, it's kind of hard to see on the camera, but there is a giant mesh net catcher. Yeah, net catcher right there that you can kind of grab onto. So it's not like you have to land perfectly on that yellow platform. There is something that can really catch you there.
Right.
Going right up into the devil steps, onto the windowsill.
Looks like she's going to take that approach of pushing herself up. The ninja push themselves up and move on. Has been employed successfully by a few ninjas tonight.
1 minute, 50 seconds. Definitely not low on time at all. Can use as much time as she needs to really recuperate herself, getting ready for those final obstacles right there.
And I think she's doing a little bit of that right there.
Yeah, we're probably going to see her pause for a little, deciding not to get chalk from her chalk caddy. Really just going to try and get that wall run.
Oh.
Hits the wall just a little too hard. Unfortunate, but still going on to our final obstacle right here. The zip to the finish. Finding that ring. Eyeing that second ring right there. Chooses not to put the foot on the wall. Doesn't regret it, luckily. Coming to that peg. Coming for the buzzer. And is able to hit it. Very nice run from Eliza. You just know she's going to be happy about that. Giving Cassidy a nice high five and coming over to the rest of our Skyhooks. Team members right there for a small little celebration. Graydon Dabrowski, I think is how you say it, is up next. Our fourth to final runner of the night. And then we're done.
Okay, and if anybody wanted a good look right now, there is a clean shot of a balance obstacle. I know the viewers really were dying to see one, and it's up close.
We love our balance obstacles.
Okay, I think we're ready for Graydon.
Now, Graydon had a good run yesterday, but I know he's looking for that coveted full clear. We only have 4 people left. I'm starting to get worried that we're not going to get that full clear.
Whoa!
Jumping over the block.
Wow.
That was a strat that we were thinking of earlier in the day, but wasn't going to think was going to get employed. Really glad to see that it was. Not sure if it was faster or not, but it was significantly more stylish.
Yeah, I thought that...
A stylish strategy from a stylish guy going right onto the cliff adventure.
Well, he does have the blonde tints.
Oh, yeah, no.
So he's definitely styling. Let's see if he can style his way to... the batarang, which he does successfully. Nice little hops here. Probably do one more before he...
And you see Coach Caden on the course with that bucket of chalk. Really trying to chalk up for the flying bar right here.
Gonna need it to stay on so he doesn't peel off. Oh!
That right hook found the first cradle, but the left hook just barely missed it. Unfortunate, but he has enough chalk to really go for the hold on tight here. You know he's just looking to be the first to finish this obstacle.
Yeah, looking for a tight grip.
Able to hang on. Unfortunately, falls off. That obstacle is just absolutely decimating our ninja population right here. But as we've said earlier, on a full course format, if nobody gets the hold on tight, it's pretty much just a void obstacle.
Nice. Graydon recovering nicely. Wants to nail this window stride, which he does easily. He's moving quickly through the broken bridge. And heading into the last 2 obstacles.
He was looking at the wall runner earlier. I'm pretty sure he was really, really trying to get some good steps on here. And planning out his steps with Coach Caden.
Yeah, I think you saw Caden telling him to hit all 3 because of that. The ninjas that have only used the 2 blocks have fallen short. I think I saw Caden suggesting try, if you can, to hit all 3.
With Graydon right there, though, I did see that he hit the first block just a little hard, and I don't think it was possible for him to hit the third block, so he really did the best with what he could right there. Hitting the buzzer with 1:37 left on the clock. Very, very nice run at a final time of 2:23.
Great job.
And now, all of a sudden, we're down to our final 3 runners of the night. Hard to believe that our double competition weekend is almost over. I feel like I've been in this chair for the last 24 hours.
And you have.
I have been.
You have. And I can verify that. You have a witness. So we have Kason Wynn, and he wanted to make sure that he gives a shout out to his grandparents in Hawaii, Elise and Conrad, as well as his grandmother June in New York, who are watching on live stream.
And Kason's father, Vu, is actually, unfortunately hits that. Kason's father, Vu, is actually one of our
original ninjas, right?
Exactly. You can see him right behind Ben right there, working our computer over there.
There's a shot of Vu right there in the back underneath the clock.
Looking for that batarang.
Yeah, so Kason is moving quickly, wants to get this batarang up on the dragon's teeth. which he nails. Wants to do some careful hops downwards, which he's doing. Great job here.
Very nicely done. Definitely recovering after that very early fail on the second obstacle. Building that momentum straight into the bar hop. I know he's practiced this a bunch over the years. As you can see, by a very dominant grab on that. Just going to pop up and get it in that first cradle. Just like that.
Great job there.
I believe he's eyeing the Lachey.
I think. Oh, no.
Okay. Tricked us out a little bit.
Great job here. My understanding is that Kaysen is relatively new to Ninja.
Mm-hmm.
That he was doing gymnastics and just switched over. Oh, look at that grip strength.
You're going to see the grip strength from gymnastics right there. This might be our first clear.
Amazing.
Getting that third one. And he's up. On to the second part of the hold on tight. This is the first time we've seen this in this wave. Oh! He just barely misses the grab. Very unfortunate. I think that obstacle is just absolutely killer. Great job from Kaysen, though, making it to that halfway point.
Showing his incredible fingertip strength to his grandparents and grandmother who are watching online.
I believe he's going for the Liam Bailey strategist, launching himself.
Yes.
And he's able to make it. You can really see that mesh netting coming into play there. I mean, he was falling backwards and was able to reach out and grab.
Now just needs to hit the window straight. Looks like he's going to push himself up, which, again, several ninjas have done successfully. And count Kaysen as another one of those.
1 minute 30 on the clock, coming into our 9th obstacle right here.
Moving with pace. No problem. Last 2 obstacles. This is the wall run. Now, I don't know what his parkour skills are, but this is really a kind of a parkour move. And falls short.
And we see, once again, just hitting that first tack block extremely hard. Just launches you off in the opposite direction you want to go in. Able to recuperate very well, grabbing those rings, which I'm sure he's had a lot of experience with over the years in gymnastics, and hits the buzzer with a final time of 3 minutes on the dot. Very nice run coming in from Kaysen. His dad, you know, is going to be extremely proud of him for that.
Great job there.
Now, here's one you want to look out for. Bodie Snow up on the platform. Bodie won yesterday with our most dominant time of 1 minute and 15 seconds. Absolutely crushed the course, and you know that he is eyeing that first full clear. Now, you're probably going to see Bodie conserve a lot of his energy just to try and get that hold on tight. Doing the same strategy that the Kaysen did, going straight over the block.
Okay, doesn't want to make a mistake here. Taking it cautiously. Good approach. Great balance technique.
You see, taking his time, trying to get down there.
Okay. This is where I think he's going to pick up his speed.
Definitely. Bodie has insane upper body and fingertip strength. Not even needing to Lachey up to the battering. Pretty much just looked like a giant reach. Very impressive. And throwing himself up onto the next pad. Lining up. Very nice. And almost continuously straight into the next one. You saw that double leg kick. Not only is it getting him a lot of power, it's also reorienting him for that dismount. Very, very high level skills right there. Bodie is absolutely flying through the course.
Oh, he might be looking to do what Caden did. No, he's going to go.
Yeah, he was eyeing that jump.
I thought for a second he was going to eye his jump. But
he definitely was.
Bodie has incredible fingertip strength as well, as you're seeing right here.
Look at that methodical movement there.
Great fingertip strength.
Pulling up to the bar.
Yes.
And able to get it. All right. Oh.
Shakes off a little bit. I think he shook off. Needs to nail this. He does.
All right.
Doesn't want to peel off here. Needs to be really careful.
This is where we saw Zach Wilson and Miles Wilson peel off earlier.
Exactly. Oh,
and
he does it.
The first clear on the hold on tight, all but securing Bodie's first place. But he doesn't want just first place. He wants that full clear.
Exactly. Employing the Liam Bailey beta.
Using that window sill to his full advantage.
He's picking up speed.
And going right into the 9th obstacle. Not even slowing down for a second. You just hear beep after beep after beep of clears.
Wants to make sure.
Yes! And he makes it. Woo! Very barely. Gavin gives it to him.
That was
coming
close. That
down
was close.
The ring. And here it is. Your first full clear of the Elite Division. First and maybe only.
Of the Team Division.
Of the team. Yeah, of the team. Absolutely insane run coming from Bodie. Going to be extremely hard to follow that up with our final runner of the night, Benjamin Williams. But I'll tell you one thing. If anybody can get the second full clear of the night, it will be Ben.
Great run from Bodie. Benjamin sees what is capable and is going to mirror that. And he's off.
And employing that strat again of getting that foot on top. Coming right over the vault block. You notice going, taking his arm up because he saw he was going to hit it with his legs.
See his upper body's right upright. Good balance technique.
And here he goes, right to the cliffhangers. Since he's so long, he might be able to just kind of reach up to the battering like we just saw Bodie do.
Yes.
Very nicely done. Only a small little lâché needed. Love to see it coming from Benjamin.
Little pops. Should be good.
And he can take his time. As long as he gets that full clear, him and Bodie are just absolutely fine with their placement.
He's a taller ninja, so he needs to be careful his feet don't, and he's fine.
As a tall ninja myself, I can concur on that your feet, they'll let you get away with some incidentals, but if you absolutely slam the ground with your feet, that's it for you. Getting some chalk from his chalk caddy, Cannon Cole. We saw a run earlier.
Nice switch grip. Looking for that first cradle. He might. What do you think? Do you think he's going to go for one more hop? Which he does. Nice little pop. Just needs to make that big lâché, which he does successfully.
You see the bar fall behind him. Always love seeing that.
I think he's going to jump. Oh. Yeah, he was going to do the beta that Caden had attempted
Exactly.
earlier.
He told me earlier that he knew he would not be able to get the vertical limits, and that he was just going to try and go for the jump. Now, Benjamin is actually very slightly taller than Caden, so I believe it was the correct play. Saves himself.
Oh, my goodness.
And you can really see his knees are almost brushing on the ground right there.
Yeah, taller ninjas. Oh!
Unlucky. Just so tall that there's not really much you can do there. I've been in that position before, and it does not feel good.
Right. But that's an example. Sometimes your height for a ninja is an advantage, and sometimes it's a disadvantage. Sometimes your weight is an advantage, sometimes it isn't. So, I think there's... ninjas comes in all shapes and sizes. And ages.
Exactly.
I can attest to that. Yeah. So, Benjamin...
Gotta get you that chiropractor appointment.
Benjamin's going to burn through here. He's got good grip strength, even though it's the later part of the course.
You can definitely see him slowing down, getting really tired here, waiting for that wall run. Very few people have gotten it this time. If he can get this wall run, definitely will secure a spot on the podium, most likely.
Yes. Just
barely misses
short.
It. Very unfortunate.
Wants to finish strong here with the final obstacle, the zip line.
And that does secure Bodie's first place.
Yes.
Benjamin definitely trying to go for the podium right now. Getting a nice time of 50 seconds with... You can definitely see that he's extremely excited about that. Cannon giving him a fist bump.
Big smile from Benjamin.
And that is actually our final runner. We would like to thank you guys all for tuning in to the competition this weekend. We will be back with our February comp.
Triple header
in February. We're going to have one ninja competition, one red point competition, and a parkour competition. You guys are not going to want to miss that. We will be streaming it right here. Probably not on the WNL channel, but maybe on our own YouTube channel. We'll just have to see. Skyhook Ninja Fitness, if you are ever in Portland, come and check us out. Absolutely great runs from all of our competitors today. My name's Christian Nelson.
My name is John Kadachi.
And we were your commentators. Thank you guys all for coming out today, and we are hoping to carry this momentum forward and have a great